Eric Clapton, born on March 30th, 1945 in Ripley, Surrey, England, has lived a life rich in musical brilliance, personal challenges, and deep emotional complexity. Raised in unusual family circumstances, Clapton grew up believing that his grandparents were his parents and his mother was his sister. This early revelation would shape his understanding of family, identity, and self-worth. His formative years were steeped in music, with Clapton gravitating toward the raw power of blues legends like Robert Johnson and Muddy Waters. This connection to the blues not only defined his musical style, but also became a source of emotional release throughout his life. It was through his guitar that Clapton first found his voice, using it as an instrument to express the heartaches and struggles that often lay hidden behind his public persona. The early years. Finding his sound. Clapton's journey into music began in earnest during the early 1960s when he joined the Yardbirds, a band that was part of the British blues revolution. The Yardbirds achieved commercial success, but Clapton, always a purist, felt the band was straying too far from the raw blues sound that had inspired him. In 1965, he left the group, choosing authenticity over commercial success, a decision that would define his career. Clapton's next venture was with John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, where he earned the nickname Slowhand. Here, Clapton's guitar work began to catch the attention of the world. His technical precision and passion for blues guitar became his signature, and it was clear that Clapton was destined for greatness. The birth of Cream, revolutionizing rock. In 1966, Clapton co-founded the legendary band Cream with Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. With Cream, Clapton pushed the boundaries of rock music, blending blues, psychedelic rock, and improvisation into a sound that was unlike anything the world had heard before. Their hits like Sunshine of Your Love and White Room showcased Clapton's fiery solos and his growing confidence as a player. Despite their success, Cream disbanded after just 2 years due to internal tensions. Still, the band's brief but powerful run solidified Clapton's place in rock history, cementing him as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. Blind Faith and New Horizons. After the disbandment of Cream, Clapton formed another supergroup, Blind Faith, with Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gretsch. Though Blind Faith released only one album, it contained timeless tracks like Can't Find My Way Home, which displayed Clapton's restless desire for musical exploration. This short-lived project revealed his constant search for new sounds and deeper emotional expression. Clapton's career continued to evolve as he collaborated with various artists, including Delaney and Bonnie, and later Derek and the Dominos, whose album Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs became one of rock's most iconic works. Battling addiction. A dark period. Despite his musical successes, Clapton's personal life was marked by profound struggles with addiction. In the 1970s, he fell into a deep heroin addiction, followed by alcoholism, which nearly destroyed his career and personal life. His battles with substance abuse were often public, and Clapton's willingness to be open about his struggles became one of the most vulnerable aspects of his public persona. His recovery, however, became an inspiration to others. It was a testament to his strength and determination to overcome personal demons and regain control of his life, ultimately enabling him to continue creating music that resonated deeply with his fans. Tears in Heaven, a heartbreaking loss. In 1991, Clapton's life took another heartbreaking turn with the tragic death of his 4-year-old son, Connor, who died after falling from a window in their Manhattan apartment. This unimaginable loss became a defining moment in Clapton's life. Out of this grief came one of his most poignant songs, Tears in Heaven, which became a universal anthem of loss and healing. The song captured the heartache of a father who had lost his child, and it resonated with countless listeners who had experienced similar pain. Tears in Heaven not only cemented Clapton's legacy as a master guitarist, but also as a deeply human storyteller, capable of expressing raw emotion through his music. The complex relationship with George Harrison. One of the most fascinating and enduring aspects of Clapton's life has been his relationship with George Harrison of the Beatles. Their friendship, based on mutual respect and admiration for each other's artistry, became one of the most complicated bonds in music history. Clapton was not just a bandmate, but a close friend to Harrison, often playing guitar on Beatles songs like "While My Guitar Gently Weeps." However, beneath their professional camaraderie, Clapton found himself in love with Harrison's wife, Pattie Boyd. This unrequited love became a source of great emotional pain for Clapton, and he channeled this turmoil into some of his most iconic music, including Layla, a song inspired by his longing for Boyd. From heartbreak to redemption, love and loss. Clapton's love triangle with Harrison and Boyd played out in the public eye, but it was only years later, after Harrison and Boyd's marriage ended, that Clapton and Boyd were able to marry. Their union, which took place in 1979, was seen as a resolution to the media frenzy surrounding their complicated relationship. However, Clapton's personal life remained tumultuous. The couple faced the heartbreak of multiple miscarriages, and Clapton's infidelity led to the collapse of their marriage in 1989. Clapton's affair with Italian model Lori Del Santo resulted in the birth of a son, Connor, but it also caused irreparable damage to his marriage with Boyd. The tragedy of Connor's death in 1991 would forever alter Clapton's outlook on life and love. The tragedy of Connor's death. Clapton's grief over the loss of his son Connor was profound and immeasurable. The child, only 4 years old, died after falling from a high-rise window, a tragic accident that left Clapton devastated. In his grief, Clapton channeled his pain into music, and the resulting song Tears in Heaven became a tribute to his son. The song's gentle melody and heartbreaking lyrics touched millions of people worldwide, and it remains one of Clapton's most beloved works. Clapton later admitted that the death of Connor was one of the defining moments of his life, shaping both his music and his personal outlook. George Harrison, a friend, a brother. One of the most enduring relationships in Clapton's life has been with George Harrison. Despite the personal complications and heartbreaks that defined their friendship, Clapton has always spoken of Harrison with deep affection and respect. Their bond, based on mutual admiration and a shared love of music, withstood the strains of love triangles and personal turmoil. Clapton has often referred to Harrison as a kindred spirit, a brother, and a source of inspiration. Even after Harrison's death in 2001, Clapton continued to honor his friend's legacy, organizing the Concert for George in 2002 as a tribute to Harrison's life and work. For Clapton, Harrison was not just a collaborator, but a true friend whose influence shaped him both musically and personally. The power of redemption and resilience. Eric Clapton's life has been marked by both extraordinary success and heartbreaking tragedy. But through it all, he has remained resilient, continuing to create music that speaks to the human experience in all its complexity. His battles with addiction, loss, and personal turmoil have only added depth to his artistry, allowing him to connect with his audience in ways that few other musicians can. Clapton's journey is a testament to the power of redemption, the strength of the human spirit, and the ability to find beauty and healing through music.